Get this figure and more at Lunar Toy Store. Hey, my name is Jobby, and I sound like absolute cancer. Now I gotta apologize for my smoker's voice. No, it's not because I tried to stuff my head in the oven. It's just a simple flu. It'll pass over. Either because I'll get better, or I'll try that oven thing again. Seemed like a pretty good idea. The painting and the sculpting on this figure is amazing. So the ST-01 SparkToys Alpha Pack is another one of those third-party Transformers. One of these unofficially licensed figures that for some reason is actually better than the official stuff. Most of the time. Everything on this guy just screams quality. From the intricate paint detail and the exquisite mechanical sculpting. I can see why this guy's worth $130. Thanks Swivel for sponsorships, huh? I mean, check out those gains. This guy's built like a truck. This is actually both a positive and a negative with this figure. While I do enjoy the chunky aesthetic, I do think the chest area might be a little too big for his own good. Boy, he's got some tits. Now it would have been quite as big of a problem if I didn't know that the original design looked like that. Look how streamlined that chest is. Ah well, just give him a little honk and move on. This guy's packing some accessories. Let's just get this one out of the way. Looks awesome. Very nice, durable card with an engraved number. That's really nice. And on the back of the card, you get some features of the figure and some stats. Damn, this guy's OP. Optimus Prime. The hits just keep on coming. I don't know what to do with this. Put it away, put it in your Pokemon card collection, I don't care. You also get this massive rifle that looks absolutely amazing. The bits of translucent red is a nice touch. And you get a battle axe that's metal as fuck! And to get him to hold his weapons, you simply tab him into his hand and hope they don't fall off. Minor issue, but it is annoying. But what's definitely not annoying is that you can store his weapons on his back. The axe even folds up for this purpose. Oh shit, but and for his final accessory, you simply... If you have some sort of part separator, keep it in hand. This one's from the DX Negative, I'll check out that video. And here we have the Matrix of Leadership. It's actually removable, but once again, fucking tough. Big issue, tiny Matrix. Not that it's a complete deal breaker, it's just that the Matrix looks less important when it's being handled like a used condom. Now you can have him holding MP10's Matrix, but it still looks a little too small. For this next part, I have to try my best not to blow up my throat, seeing as I sound like your dying grandmother. I'll try my best. Ball joint here. Rotate at the arm. Arm moves out. That sounded awful. Bend at the elbow. Wrist swivel. These three fingers bend in, and the index finger has two hinge joints. Wait. I can't. Just let the meme do it. Oh yes. Ball joint at the front skirt, which leaves the leg for a nice and high kick. And it moves back some. Ooh, those clicks. Leg moves out. Thigh swivel. Bend at the knee. Knee swivel. Little bit of upward movement. And an extreme pivot. Now this guy's quite the alpha when it comes to his size. That was pretty bad, I mean. Here's Figma Madoka Kaname, Figma Skyward Sword Link, review coming soon, SH Monster Arts Godzilla, and of course, the masterpiece Optimus Prime. Kind of a shame that they're not the same size, but boy do they look good together. So it shouldn't shock anybody that this guy transforms, but what shocked me was how simple the transformation actually is. And to complete the look, you can take the gun, flip out this tab, and plug it right into here. Or don't. And here we have his Cybertronian truck mode. I love this thing. The design is pretty unique for an alien vehicle. And it's chunky, threatening, it's an absolute beast. But what I really love is that despite being chunky, it manages to be sleek and aerodynamic. You could even open the cockpit. Give me one goddamn minute. so there's some semblance of a seat in there, but if you think about it, it's not necessary. What really sends this guy over the edge for me, these are actual rubber tires. I know it's not really a big deal, but it just adds so much quality to the figure. Not to mention it rolls extremely well. For the best results, I recommend rolling it on a hard surface. Hell, even the undercarriage of this guy is perfect. Absolutely no robot kibble. Not even Masterpiece Optimus Prime can claim that. Only real downside that I could think of is that this foldable axe can't really go anywhere. Which is such a shame because if it had at least one more connector port, it would have been perfect. This being a solid car, there's no point in talking about the swivels, although you can argue that wheels are swivels. Let's just get right into the size comparison. Monica, Link, Godzilla, Optimus Prime. Well, that's a bit of an unfair comparison. That's more like it. Overall, this figure is amazing. Now, $130 may seem a bit steep, but for $120? I could do it, but luckily for me, and you, that's basically how much it is at the Lunar Toy Store! Big shout out to this store. Thank you so much for sponsoring me. And you guys are gonna have to get a little acquainted with them since they're gonna be sticking around for a while. Lunar Toy Store has a great selection of figures. They've got anime stuff like Figma, SH Figuarts, swivel-less statues if you're into that garbage. They've got Gundam model kits, and for Transformers fans like myself, this is your store. They've got some pre-orders up at a pretty good discounted price. Full disclosure, I'm not getting paid by Lunar Toy Store, I'm just getting free toys. And I've also never bought anything from them, but I can tell you that this New York-based store managed to get this guy to me in 3 days, and I live in a little hut in Africa. So guys, highly recommend checking out Lunar Toy Store. They're kind of a smaller, newer store, so any eyes on their site helps them out, and it helps me out because it keeps the videos coming. And for those of you thinking I'm a sellout, I got another update to share with you, but my voice is leaving me. I gotta take a break. See you after the subscribe screen. I'm not gonna finish by the end of this month. Don't get me wrong, I still want Model of the Month to be a thing, but this particular model was unexpectedly challenging, let's just say. I'm gonna finish the Evangelion Unit 1, and I'm gonna review it sometime in early November. Then after that, I'm gonna get to work on another Evangelion kit, the Unit 2. But don't worry, I'm already half done with that. I just kinda abandoned it a long time ago. And then after I'm done with that, hopefully by the end of November, I'm gonna begin work on the high-grade Nobel Gundam. Thank you for listening if you waited after the subscribe screen, and I'll see you next time.